Wow, Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade turned down a Charlo fight for the Showtime network. This is what Showtime Boxing is now saying and confirming. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Boxing Ego, tweet this. Brand new segment on the channel. So if you like boxing, this is your one-stop shop. Now, you guys see, so basically, let me backtrack. If you missed my previous video, Jaime Munguia versus Jermall Charlo looks like an option. Showtime Boxing has sent an offer to Jaime Munguia of Golden Boy Promotions to possibly fight against their champion, WBC champion Jermall Charlo. I did a separate video about that, so you guys got to check that video for more details on that. But this has spawned some questions, I guess, or concerns from fans. And you see a fan said, why didn't y'all offer Boo Boo, meaning Boo Boo Andrade, why didn't you offer him the fight? He was a champion in the same division. Now, there's a lot of people in boxing who are boxing fans, but clearly do not keep up with boxing as much as they think they do, because they ask questions that can be eliminated by just common sense. Demetrius Andrade, and I made a video about this, he's fighting Zach Parker. They already have the contract. I guess that's his mandatory as he moves up to 168. So this fan is asking Showtime in a reply to the news of Jaime Munguia and Charlo being sent a deal or whatever, saying, you know, bringing up Boo Boo and saying, hey, why didn't you offer him to fight? Boo Boo already has the next fight. Anywho, you see Showtime's Espinoza, he responded to it and he says, we did, and Demetrius Andrade turned it down. Wow. He said we did offer him, but he turned it down, right? So this was in response to Munguia considering an offer for the Charlo fight, a news that Steven Espinoza basically co-signed in retweeting it, right? And you see another response from Steven Espinoza, and it says, we have been there, done that. Andrade turned it down. Wow. So he's saying that could have been a thing, but Andrade turned down that option. Now, I don't know if he's referring to Jermall Charlo. I would love to get clarification, but this is him on his verified page, and he's the head of Showtime Boxing and Showtime Sports Programming. So it sounds like there's more than meets the eye, because Eddie Hearn does a lot of clout chasing. Eddie Hearn keeps saying like, oh, we want Andrade to get these fights, but he's not facilitating any of these fights for Boo Boo Andrade. And then now Showtime, it sounds like, is saying he turned down a fight with Jermall Charlo, right, on Showtime. And that's disappointing. Now, one thing for sure, whether he's talking about Jermall or not, I'll wait for clarification. But one thing's for certain is that Showtime did have plans, and it was already in stone, for Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade way back when he was on HBO to fight against Jermall Charlo. And that's what you guys see here, right? I'll highlight it for you. It says Andrade pulls out of the Charlo fight over money, communication issues. The father and trainer of WBO, this is at 54, junior middleweight belt holder Demetrius Andrade says his son will not go through with a scheduled December bout. This was Ring TV way back when. So there is one Charlo that he was slated to fight, and he signed up to fight, but apparently had issue after the fight had already been announced. And it said the fight was made without even talking to us, said Paul Andrade. I have no objection to the fight, but we have objections to is what they didn't want to pay us any money to fight. I mean, $250,000 for Charlo is ridiculous. That's what they offered. But we did not ask to make the fight or look to make the fight. We waited until last minute to come back with a better offer. So, you know, it sounds like just bad business from Andrade's side, to be honest, for his whole career. It says Andrade unhappy with his purse. ESPN former writer was talking about it also. This was way back in 2014. So, you know, it sucks for Demetrius Andrade because he's a top talent and you would want to see him get some of the big fights, but he's posting on social media, you know, memes taunting Canelo and stuff like that. And that's clear that's not enough to get these fights. So, you know, it would have been nice to see Demetrius Andrade on Showtime in a fight with Charlo, but, you know, I don't know. And if Munguia ends up getting the fight, that's going to be even more horrific for Andrade's career, because Andrade is on DAZN, trapped on the app. And how is it that if Munguia goes to Showtime to fight Jermall Charlo, how is it a Showtime PBC champion aligned with Al Heyman gets Jaime Munguia before Andrade gets any of those guys? So what I mean is, DAZN as a platform, they have Danny Jacobs, they have Canelo, or they've been working with Canelo, but at one point they had him exclusive. They had Triple G, they had Caleb Smith, they had Billy Joe Saunders, et cetera, et cetera. And throughout all of these fights and fighters on DAZN, Andrade got none of those big names that I just mentioned. So again, it's going to be bad if Showtime is able to put together a package or deal that lures Jaime Munguia for Charlo, which is a great fight. Meanwhile, Andrade is going to have to fight in the UK, a black American fighter fighting in the UK against an unknown guy, especially in American audiences. So it's just poor business, poor management. Eddie Hearn really hasn't built any stars. He hasn't found a way to convert a lot of these guys. And that's just the cold, hard reality. And that's the truth of what I see. So you got to feel for Andrade, but part of it has to be the moves that him and his team are making as well. You could have fought Jermall Charlo. That's a fact. I just showed you. And you didn't do that. So maybe Andrade is content getting overpaid by Eddie Hearn to fight these UK dudes and Zach Parkers and Tony Parker and Ginobili's and, you know, whoever, Lucas Peeler and guys like that. I don't know, but it doesn't look, fighters, it's a young man's game by and large. Andrade got a style where he could have longevity in the game. I get that, because he has fundamentals and experience and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you're not getting any younger. You know what I mean? So it's going to be telling. I can't wait to see what's next. If Charlo gets Munguia, a DAZN fighter, before the DAZN fighter Andrade, that's going to tell me a whole lot. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know how I did in this video. I'm the best in boxing history. So subscribe to the channel if you like the content. And I'm out. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster.